Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport. So we're continuing on with the BMW Tour in the Motorsport GT. I know I'm still quite some way behind on this because of being ill and such, but hopefully we'll get the other two championships after this one done. But yeah, let's see what we can do with these final two races in this one. So yeah, we're at Road Atlanta for 6 laps. It's one of my favourite tracks, this one, so glad we get to go on it, especially the full fat version rather than the slightly lesser, shorter circuit. So yeah, we'll take a look at the standings before we continue.
Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta is an exciting road course with undulating elevation changes. Your throttle should be pinned wide open while looking for passing opportunities.
So yeah, as you can see, it's still quite close between
Let's get after it.
the top 5. I'm only 4 points ahead of 5th place, only 2 points behind 3rd, 3 points behind 2nd, and 5 points behind 1st. So still pretty much everything to play for in this championship. One solid win and maybe a good solid, podium position in the next race would certainly help us here. But there's no guarantees with these races. Could easily come, 2nd or 3rd for this race and the next race and still potentially lose. So yeah, no guarantees. But this car is fantastic as far as race cars go. Yeah, it certainly has the edge in terms of high-end acceleration and top speed. Bit risky there. But we all came out of it pointing in the right direction, so that's what matters. Ferrari's gone wide. I do apologise, my voice is still a bit sketchy. So that Ferrari went wide. So did we. Fast circuit this one, not very many heavy braking zones. We've got this big long straight, which is fantastic for drilling down. Can always get a nice rate of speed down here. That's definitely the heaviest braking zone for this track. Too much understeer there, or just too much speed in general. Seem to be struggling to gain any more places, unfortunately. Certainly fast down this bit compared to the rest of them, but the other parts of the track that we seem to be struggling on. It has been some time obviously since I raced this car. A good few days. It seems to have fallen out of practice with it.
More.
8th position is going to completely ruin our chances to get a win on this championship overall. Definitely gained on 7th compared to where we were last lap, but I don't think it's enough. Just don't seem to have all that much in the way of grip at times. I feel like this is one of those kind of racing cars that relies heavily on downforce. Through there it flies, but coming in and out of slower corners it's a little bit more hairy. It seems to twitch every now and then, and it just really unsettles the whole car. Not being brave enough with the car in the corners to have that downforce there. Completely wide. Yeah, this race has been a complete dud. But that's just the way it goes sometimes.
One more lap.
Completely getting frustrated with this. I really like this track, but I don't think this car is best suited to it, to be honest. Or at the very least, I just can't drive it very well. Most likely that. I'm not likely to gain on 7th anymore. more speed through that corner, and it just did not work. Just loads of understeer instead. Well, that was a complete disaster. Gained those 4 places at in the first lap, and then just hit a concrete wall effectively and could not break through any higher.
Well done.
Yeah, that's ruined our chances, I bet. Yeah, we've slipped down 1 position. We're now 7 points ahead, behind even 4th and 3rd, 10 points behind 2nd, and 11 points behind 1st. So even with a win, I don't think it's likely that we're going to be able to win overall, but if we do get a win, we could very well crawl into a podium position. But nonetheless, let's get there and see what happens. Right, so for our final race, we're at Le Mans, which should suit us well, because we do, as we've seen in previous races, have really good straight line performance. And obviously this has quite a long straight on it, even with the 2 chicanes that are in the middle of it. So yeah, this should do us well here. Just a shame that it might be all for nothing, given that obviously we slipped back a position after the last race. So yeah, but still, could very well work out in our favour if, you know, the other drivers come even worse position than we do. So yeah, let's not be too down on it right now. Yeah, we should hopefully do well here. But then again, Road Atlanta is one of my favourite circuits, and I performed absolutely poorly there, so who knows. Sneak through. Corvette's getting a bit angry at me. Well, we've already made it into a podium position, which is a good sign. We seem to certainly have the initial acceleration to get up to a good rate of speed, but we don't seem to have much top end compared to that Ford in front and whoever's in first. We are keeping ahead of 4th, so that's good. The fact we're not able to make much ground on the straights is a bit concerning. seem to be able to out-handle the Ford at the very least. I think that's primarily because we have so much downforce, which is what's limiting us at the top end. Maintain the lead over the Ford, we'll have to see. We didn't seem to be really gaining or losing it before when we were on these straights, so we could be very even in that regard. Fellow BMW up front, looks like the older version. We had the choice of choosing. It's the version, I think it is. I'm surprised it is keeping ahead of us, given it does have less power than we do. An even fight, this one. Momentary loss of concentration there, produced a bit of understeer. I don't think we're going to be able to do it even with the most modest of cuts. Very close. But yeah, we were just too even on the straights really to make up much ground. Which is the areas I figured we would be able to make up ground, but evidently not. But still, second place, far better than last time, and far more enjoyable race as well because it was so much more competitive. But yeah, even with that second place, we're not able to get into the top three, which is a bit of a shame. That previous race really did hamper us there, only getting 8th. No idea what happened there. Gained a few places to start with in the first couple of well, I don't even think it was the first couple of corners. I think it was after just the first corner that we got into 8th position, and then after that just couldn't make any more ground. It's just the way it goes sometimes. You just hit a brick wall effectively, and yeah, can't gain ground, don't really lose much ground, and yeah, you just sit in that dead zone basically, where you can't gain any positions or really even lose any. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame that last race was like that, but at least this one at Le Mans was a little bit more fun, certainly more competitive, and a damn sight more enjoyable. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.